Wow, Baba, I'm so sad. I recorded that whole video. The whole video. I have my notes like this so that I could watch my notes while I do it. Then I went back to my screen and it was on this screen the whole time, so it wasn't even recording the game. Oh my gosh. I'm so sad. Just try again, I guess.
Take a break. Try again.
Welcome back, Hope fam. Today we are covering Kayn as a champion. We will be going over which form to choose, blue or red, what kind of runes to take, whether you take Conquer or Dark Harvest, what skills you want to level up first, what to build and how to build them, and some indicators on when to gank and when not to gank, along with how to effectively close out your games as Kayn. So Kayn has two different forms. Kayn has a blue form, which is an assassin type form and very squishy, but he does a lot of damage. And then he has his tanky, beefy form, which is really good for team fighting. Usually I decide which form to go if they have more than 3 squishies, or 3 or more squishies on the enemy team. I always try to go blue Kayn. That way I can assassin them. Makes for a really fun game, especially when you get really strong. If you start falling behind, I'll go red Kayn, or also if they have only 2 squishies and 3 tanks or more, I will definitely go red Kayn for more sustain. Depending on which form you go, you can then decide to take whether you take Conquer for red Kayn, you get more sustain, or Dark Harvest, scale up and assassin people later in the game. Which skills to level up first? If you're going red Kayn, just max out R, Q, W, E, and if you're going blue Kayn, then always put 3 points into Q, max out W, and then E. So you can see there's 1, 2 squishies, 2 tanks so far, and we just gotta see who the last pick is, and we can decide what form we want. I'm hoping it's a squishy. Squishy, nice, there we go. So we can actually run the Dark Harvest and go blue Kayn this game. If you want to play it safe, play consistent, you can always go red. I always like to snowball and get ahead early, so see if we can try to do that. If you go for the melee type champions like Yorick, then you're going to be getting red orbs, and that's going to turn you into the red Kayn. If you go for the squishies or the range like Nidalee, Lucian, Karthus, and Swain, then you'll be getting blue form, and that will allow you to become an assassin. Now if you're gonna go red Kayn, you will go skirmisher, warrior, the red warrior into the black cleaver, ninja tab eyes, or merc treads into death stance. And if you're going blue Kayn, then you go warrior, smite, blue into Tiamat if you want, and even in the red form you can go Tiamat 2, and then Dustblade into Edge of Night is the typical build there, and Moby Boots. Every time you play Kayn, you always want to, or even jungle or any game, you want to just map out like what's going to happen, right? So let's take a look what lane we want to gank. Crabgot versus Yorick. Do we want to gank that? Yorick's pretty strong early, but if Urgot somehow manages to get the upper hand on Yorick to outtrade Yorick, then we can go ahead and take advantage of that lane. Silas versus Lucian. Now Lucian wins this depending on if Lucian can correctly dodge Silas's E. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. We can gank literally any lane. We can also invade Nidalee as well. Nidalee is pretty strong early though, so keep that in mind. Electrocution as well. And they've got double exhaust bot lane into our Sivir brand, which is really strong early games. I really want to be focusing the bot lane this game because my bot lane's really strong. I'm gonna go blue buff into wolves, into raptors, into red buff, into bot lane gank. Or if not bot lane after red buff, I could possibly go mid even if Lucian's looking low enough. Silas is going to get harassed early though. Okay, good thing I checked actually. Good thing I checked, or it would have been another sad game where I was commentating over everything. Oh my gosh, I almost did it again, boys. Always take your E second, you get more sustain that way. Here's a neat little trick with the Kayn. You take him to the wall like this. You can Q towards the wall, and that'll auto attack animation cancel for you. See how Lucian's beating Silas, like I said? Lucian has a range advantage. Focus on the big one here for now. Don't think we're gonna gank the Lucian just yet. Too low on HP, but we can definitely look for a gank actually. It's a Nidalee jungle, so we do want to watch it for Nidalee. No, don't back on me. There we go. I really gotta watch out for Nidalee invade here. Nidalee definitely wants to invade. Definitely wants to invade. I would definitely invade. Alright, so we see Nidalee top. Looks to me like they fucked up because they're fighting in a huge wave versus Urgot. So Urgot has huge 1v2 potential. You never want to gank when the enemy has like 2 to 3 waves on them built up like that. Yeah, you never want to gank like that, especially if you're like super squishy versus a super OP early laner like Darius, Renekton, Urgot, etc. And you're like a Nidalee, Eve, Shaco. Someone squishy. Yorick also had like 10 HP when Nidalee ganked. Nidalee's gank was good because Urgot overextended, but at the same time, Yorick only had about 10 HP when she went in, so in that case, it was very bad. She threw her spear at point blank instead of further away. As Nidalee, you want to stay further away from the enemies until they're actually quite low and you can cool ground them. Use your Q and long auto attack range to kite them until they're low enough and let them burn but with red buff until they're low enough that you can actually kill them with Cougar form. I'm pathing this way because I don't want to run into Nidalee because right now Nidalee does more damage than me. All I'm doing at this point is just farming and taking camps. Kayn's really good at that. He's got really good sustain because of Smite and his E. Along with his wave player is just insane with his Q. As you can see, this E just heals me so much. Just no good gank opportunities yet. You want to take a look before you gank as well. Look at your like ally summoners and see if it's a good gank, if it's gonna be a good gank or not. For example, if I was like ganking bot, I want to make sure that like they have flash and heal up. That way they can outplay, right? For example, like my team had 50% HP or even 25% HP. Would it be good for me to gank? That really depends on if they have heal or not, summoners or not to bait, to outplay. Urgot's gonna be a pretty good place to gank. Yorick's overextending, so we can go up and gank there too. I think this guy's really low here. Nidalee spot side. Urgot's looking super juicy here, so I'm gonna hover around after this camp. If I can't find him, I'll hover around to Nidalee's side of the jungle. Invade the jungle and hover around because his lane is really overextended, so that's gonna net us a free kill. If I just pop up right now, I just scare him away. So it's very easy for Nidalee to clear the chickens, so most likely the chickens are gone. Red buff should be gone too, but I'm pretty sure the golems are here. I was pretty confident the golems were going to be here because those are a little bit harder for her to clear, and we have the same amount of CS. Okay, so Yorick backed anyways. No need for us to force a gank top then. He's full HP and he's not overextended anymore. I'm just gonna head, grab the scuttle, maybe blue buff, then head back home. So quickly while we're doing scuttle grab here, right? Here are some real gank indicators for you for when to gank. If they're low HP or 50% HP or below, that's a pretty high chance you can burn a flash for a summoner. When they have no summoners, that's a chance that you can get a kill. When they are overextended in lane, then that's another high chance. Or if they're typing a lot in chat, then they're tilted, and that's another high chance of you getting them to AFK. So always good to gank those lanes. Those are really strong gank indicators, and I know there's so many more out there, but those are just the main ones. Now it's pretty much the same vice versa. If your team is low on HP, you don't want to gank them unless they have like a heal or exhaust barrier for the outplay potential, or flash, or some kind of heal like a Darius Q, Renekton Q, outplay potential. That's when you can gank them. You definitely don't want to gank a losing lane. Definitely stay away from any lane that's losing. If anything, you can just hover them in case they get dived. You see right here, you can actually do a lane gank through the bot lane if you really wanted. If you're playing Rengar or someone, definitely. Kayn's a little bit more mid-game, so I'm going to play a little bit safer and not try to force anything. Brand and Sivir are really strong. I could try to force it if I wanted to, but they're full HP and I just want to play safe until I'm actually strong enough to make things happen by myself. If I had like a Blitzcrank, Leona, Thresh, something like that, I would go down. But Brand has one stun, and if he misses that, I waste a lot of time. Leave this area and go right in. Brand's looking real low. Oh man, that's not good. Died before he even got anything off. Not even one ability. Looks like Sever's gonna bait this for us. Really nice bait on Sever's part. Should be a free kill here for us. Dodge that really quickly. Land the W. Exhaust comes out. Perfect. Perfect. Every time your ult is up, you always want to look for ganks like so. See how the sweeper worked, right? I sweeped, there was nothing there, and even if there was anything there, it would have canceled their vision. So you really need to have sweeper if you're jungling. Otherwise, everyone's going to be warded and all your ganks are going to fail. So now we know that Exhaust is down on bot lane and they didn't have flash because she didn't flash. Nidalee's going for Rift because I ganked bot side. Okay, it's fine for her. Maybe we can meet her over there. Takes her a little bit of time to do it. Lucian's heading there too.
I have chosen.
Oh, this is really good. There we go, perfect. Good thing on the Urgot. So there were a few ways Nidalee could have stopped that from happening. First off, she could have sweeped the area before she did anything. That way she wouldn't have been exposed to the ward we had in the bush. Secondly, she could have kept an eye on top and mid lane, and as soon as Urgot started rotating, she could have stopped doing Rift and started running. But because she didn't pay attention to the map while she was doing Rift Hero, she didn't see until Urgot was actually there, got hit by Urgot Q, and then got picked. Use it. Right, perfect. I got my ult up again. We can make another play bot side. Watch out for the card that's passes when we go in. I'm gonna try to hit the slow on them so Brand can hit the his abilities, but this is pushing. The wave is pushing too much. Silas is heading down that direction anyways. I'm gonna ping Silas here. Come on, Silas. For the Lucian. It's gonna flash over. There we go. Man, these guys are just getting neutered. Go ahead and release this. I'm gonna let Urgot do Urgot's thing. I'm not gonna waste time there. What I want is to start getting strong, scaling, snowballing. Getting EXP and gold, getting ahead. Oh my god. Discard this so fast. Damn it, I missed the I missed the ward. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Those guys. Not sure what they were doing, man. Sure what you were doing there, my man.
This may take a while.
No, I might troll here too, to be honest. Safeguard this wards this. Nidalee went towards top side, so I don't know what the heck she's doing. Oh my gosh, there she is. There we go. Hopefully, okay. Oh, so close, so close. Alright, this caught me. Caught me messing up, getting too low. Shit, I could have finished the Nidalee off sooner, and then I could have walked over to the Gromp expecting the Karthus ulti, but I thought about the Karthus ulti too late, so that's my fault. You always gotta predict the unpredictable. Karthus ult, however, can be pretty predictable, so that was my fault. I really should have seen that coming. Okay, got the flash. Oh, I messed up, man. Man, okay. Wow. That's brute game for you, man. It's just so squishy. If you mess up, you're just done for. These guys got dragon already. There's really no reason for them to still be here. If they're still there by the time I get there, I'm gonna be getting really fed off these guys right now. Oh baby. I know that these two both have exhaust too. One is down, but one is still up. It's just too low HP. Nothing you can do with exhaust. Dark Harvest stacks are starting to stack, getting strong again. Gotta look out for the Urgot here. Or, I mean, the York. York. Man, all these tanks. Yeah, I knew they had two exhausts, so I was ready for the second exhaust. You always gotta know what's up to your opponent's sleeves. It's just little mistakes like these that people make that, as Assassin Kayn, you can pick up on. Just overstaying greeting when they should have backed already. So just remember, always fight around objectives. Once you get the objectives, just back out. And this Lucian never learns. He's been overextended all game. Most likely he's just tilted at this point. See how I said, like, if they have 3+ squishies, then you just go blue Kayn, right? This is what happens. Look at this. Oh my god, missed by like 3,000 miles. Oh my god. Okay. I was like thinking the spirit's gonna hit the freaking York thing, but it didn't. Because it was Silas. Pretty surprising it didn't hit that. I got ulti up in 10 seconds. Could probably dive York. York only has ninja tabbies. Oh, it's not good. I really want to try this. Let's see if he's got this worded. I think he's gonna push here. Yep, he's gonna push. Oh, Yorick! There we go. Easy peasy. Agreed. What is going on? Okay then. I got 3k gold, man, and these guys are pushing. These guys are hard pushing. They're asking for me. You guys are asking to be killed, aren't you? I'm gonna go here. Let him know. Pink ward this. Okay. Okay, you guys got me. I don't have smite, so it's not a good choice, but we are pretty far ahead of these guys. You can see how from prioritizing the correct lanes and getting an early head start, the better you are at getting that early head start, planning your game before the game even starts, and knowing what form you're gonna go before even going that form is huge. It just helps you out so much. Like, the better your early game is, the easier your mid and late game is gonna be. I got my ulti up again. Oh shit, what the fuck? I'm on a pink ward. Interesting. I'm actually surprised he didn't want to chase. And see, Urgot gonna make something happen. Dragon is coming up soon. Nidalee has been able to sneak a few dragons in because their bot lane was pretty much more aggro than ours, and their mid lane was more aggro than ours, but we've been doing really good with the ganks and getting kills. We've been following really well through with the gank indicators, so this next dragon is going to be ours because we're so fed they can't do anything about it. I also have Rift Herald, which is like really good for this situation. I'm going to drop it mid and then head towards dragon. Dragon's not going to spawn on time, so I'm going to let the Rift Herald out just a little bit early, but we'll have enough time to set up for the next fight. They'll have to defend Herald while we set up for dragon. Harvest. See what happens immediately when Rift Herald's up. They all have to head there. I get time to clear this ward. We get to use the flower ward as well. We're just all set up for the dragon. And set up for a pick here too, maybe. You always want to press tab, see who's strongest on the enemy team so you can be careful of them. Jesus, nidalee damage. You always want to make sure everyone's here too. I'm counting their heads right now. There's 5 of them and there's only 4 of us, so I'm just gonna try to stall here. I know Urgot's got TP, just waiting on that. Finally, Urgot TP coming in. Sever ulti for no reason. Okay. That's what I like about Blue King. You can just do that and come back out. Oh my gosh. You can just E in W and you can move all your W. Red King, you can't do that. That's another thing, right? If you guys take damage when you're in E, you guys are just not going to be able to come out. Like so. Like, you just come out immediately of the wall. Yeah, literally with the stales. That would have been bad for us. But I knew that the Q was coming in. Also know how I said that, predicted that dragon was ours. We got the early setup, we got the picks, we got the kills. We're just too strong, they can't do anything to mess with us at this point. We played the early game so well. We mapped it out ahead of time before the game actually started. And we knew exactly who we were ganking, and then we just focused that lane, right? I said mid and bot, and I just focused mid and bot. Got my blue form, and then we just started snowballing. Besides from just knowing what lanes to gank, I also knew like gank indicators when to gank and how to gank with sweepers, so that's extremely important. Lucian, where you at? Try to get an exhaust, but I guess Karthus knew me better. Oh, Lucian. Oh my gosh. Damn, I took massive ass damage there. Am I dead? No, wait. Oh! So much damage. Very, very important tip right here. People will be backing here, right? Never want to back at this situation. They're pushing you down mid lane. You guys only have four of you guys, and there's 5 of them. So if I leave, now there's only going to be 3. Oh, hello. Got the exhaust. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, I didn't want to all in because of the exhaust. Perfect. I'm all healed up too. I'm just like snowballing even harder because like I'm just like getting more EXP because like my team's not doing anything. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Going to the wall here, heal up. I know he's out of mana, but risk it. Here we go, here we go. Perfect. An important thing I do every fight, before every fight and after every fight, I always look at the minimap. Same thing happens in lane if I'm playing a lane. Before I decide to fight, before and after I fight, I always look at the minimap. See if the mid laner is missing. See if the jungler is missing. See if the jungler is on the map anywhere. Very, very helpful. And it's going to help you stop getting backdoored, along with preventing unnecessary deaths. A lot of people struggle in the mid to late game, and it's very simple. It's the same thing as the early game, but people just don't know how to play the mid game for some reason. I guess it can be confusing. Every game I play with every champion I play, I always try to look at the win condition. So early game, what's the win condition? How do I win? What lanes do I gank, and when do I gank, and how do I do it? Then I transition to the mid game and do the same thing. How do I win mid game? If I followed my early game plan successfully, gank mid and bot, and it all goes according to plan, then the mid to late game is a lot easier for me. I get my blue Kayn form, I can assassinate people, I can pick people off just like so. However, if I fail to do that and I fall behind, the win condition then becomes who on my team is fed and who has the most potential to carry me. In that case, let's say Severe is the most fed. That means I need to go red Kayn because I fell behind. Blue Kayn's going to be completely useless, and my win condition now becomes maybe Urgot split pushing, or me peeling for Sivir, or waiting to team fight with Brand ulti and peeling people off Brand, depending on who's the most fed. But you always got to find your win condition early game and mid to late game. But if you play your early game correct, then mid to late game becomes a lot easier because you don't have to rely on someone. But if you play it incorrectly, then next time you just gotta play it better and learn from it. See that? Very, very easy for me to pick off anybody right now because we played the early game correct. And so I don't have to rely on someone else carrying, I can be making the picks. League of Legends is one of the most difficult games I've ever played in my life, and there's so much information to learn. If you're looking to learn, grow, or even just to hang out with a couple of people who play League of Legends, feel free to join our Discord in the description box below. We have a very positive League of Legends community, and everyone you meet here will love to help you get to your next level in League of Legends. I'm so far ahead of these guys that I don't need to back. It would be nice to back, but I wanted to farm everything out, wanted to get EXP, get more gold, get stronger, and I can afford to make plays like this because I'm so far ahead. Oh, very nice ultimate from the Sivir. I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to use my E right away because it gets cancelled. We can go for the Baron here. This should be the game-winning play right here. Unless Lucian steals it. I'm going to the wall, heal up a bit here. I actually don't have my smite. Lucian could have really easily steal that. Oh my god. Man, first time back in like 30 years. Let's go. Once it gets to the mid to late game, I always try and back with my team. Therefore, that's why I have so much gold right now. I want to back with my team, and I want to make plays and fight with my team. I don't want to back and then have my team fight without me there. Going back on wrong timers like that could hugely cost us fights.
Every course.
Oh, Nidalee. Come on, let's end it. Sorry for breathing. Pretty much. I got split in top side.
Blade of Millennia exercises my will.
Yeah, damn it. I got some pain. Lucian, Master Smurf. I'm dying. It's way too funny. Oh my gosh, these guys are actually going for it, huh?
Every course a lesson.
It's not good. Regat's coming in for the flank. No one of these guys. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Our team's not even there to fight. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all saw me coming from a mile away. There we go. That should be the game. It took a little bit longer because my team wasn't grouping properly. I was just waiting for them to group before making the plays. But everything worked out in the end. Hopefully you guys learned how to play Kayn better, and hopefully I answered your questions on Kayn. If there's anything else I left out, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Also, let me know which one of the tips today helped you out the most. Remember to like and subscribe, turn on the bell notification. Other than that, thank you so much. We're also posting daily content on Instagram now, so follow us there. If you want to see a similar video like this, I made one with Cossack's Jungle as well. Check that one out too. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day.